Things dey happen o, I no go lie you, things dey happen for dis grant ecosystem. I no know why things come be like dis because we suppose to dey celebrate by now. If you lis ten to dis message, you go understand so many things wey dey happen for grant ecosystem. Whether you wan call dis one good message or whether you wan call am bad message, e depend on the way you dey see things for dis grant ecosystem. My brother, make una pay at ten tion to wetin dis man talk. No forget to subscribe and share and like dis video. Make una lis ten to wetin him talk.
Distinguish the grant community in Nigeria. Today is Sunday, the 1st of June 2025, and the time is about 4:51 p.m. right here in my living parlor in the city of Port Harcourt. I want to address quickly something that is very offensive, very satanic, and very criminal minded. Number one, we all know that our father in the Lord, Apostle, Lieutenant Colonel, Ambassador Ken Wakama JP, the country director of UAAG, of Sanctuary Wealth Multipurpose Foundation, has been celebrating a 60th diamond birthday since on Tuesday on visit to orphanage homes. And in celebration of that unique birthday, he was in orphanage home on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I think on Saturday. And today being Sunday was a climax of it with Thanksgiving service in his church in Abuja. Now, every one of us celebrated him. We poured iconiums to him. We prayed for him. We asked God to give him the gift of longevity. And that is what is expected of us all, to celebrate God's servant in times like this as he celebrates unique diamond birthday. Now, he's celebrating this, not forgetting that his biological mother is in a mortuary. Not forgetting that. And that's why he chose to go the low key he went. That was why he went to the orphanage home to have connection to these children in the orphanage home. And if you have ever been to the orphanage home, he knows that it's a place of sober reflection. It's a place when you get there, tears will flow from your eyes if your eyes have been so dry for many years. And today climaxed it with the Thanksgiving service in the church. Many people flew into Abuja yesterday, and up till last night, I knew some persons that drove all the way in the night into Abuja just to celebrate this church servant of God. Now, I want to say this, barely after 2 or 3 hours after the service, somebody who must have recorded him unknown to Apostle Ken Wakama, posting such voice note going viral in the grant ecosystem, I think it's very satanic. Very satanic, and it's very toxic. How dare you, just barely 2 hours after the church service? Who sent you? Are you born by the devil? Do you know that it's criminally minded offense? that you are talking with somebody who freely gave you audience and you are recording him unknown to him. What point do you want to achieve? What is the point you want to achieve here? I want to say to you, whosoever you are satanic. You are very satanic. You are son of the devil. You are son of the devil. And I want to assure you, whatever thing you will see after this voice note you have released, you will take it. You will take it, and I will celebrate you thereafter. It's a great offense. Those of you who are professionals in recording people unknown to them, continue to do it. I will see you in Kuje prison. Continue to record. Your datas are professionals. You have professionals data, and you know how to record to score a point, so that they will add more bundles to you at this point in time. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Who do you want to bring down? Who do you want to lift up? Please, whosoever you are, I want you to quickly mop up the voice note you are sending out to the grand community. Mop it out immediately, and know how you will render an unreserved apology to Apostle Ken Wakaba. You must be very, very stupid indeed. Thank you very much. This is Bishop Daniel Chiangbara from Port Harcourt.
All right. This actually is with, will I say, mixed reactions, sort of. But then, while we could say that the spiritual intent behind Bishop Angbara's anger might really stem from a place of loyalty, reverence, and a deep desire to also preserve some sacred boundaries, I feel that the reaction raises several critical questions. And these questions are the questions I am prompted to ask, because from this outburst, it's only natural if we begin to ask one or two questions from this submission. Now, the first question I'm going to ask is, was the recording truly damaging? Secondly, does the end justify the means? Thirdly, were the causes actually necessary? Then lastly, in most cases, and most importantly, how do we balance ethics with impact in moments like this? Now, I personally am going to unpack the layers of this situation with both humility and a sense of logic, because yes, consent is sacred, but so is context. There is no denying that consent is a moral cornerstone, especially when it comes to personal conversations, spiritual declarations, or internal leadership dialogues. Now, recording someone without their consent, especially a revered spiritual leader, is generally seen as disrespectful and also potentially disruptive. Yes. Now, Bishop Angbara, Bishop Angbara, I guess, is right. Is right in raising this concern. If Apostle Ken never authorized the sharing of his voice, and if the message was meant for a specific group or time, then recording and publishing it without permission crosses an ethical line. Spiritual leaders deserve the same privacy and dignity as any other human being, perhaps even more so given the sensitivity of their roles. But that is where I'm going. we must also consider the context and content of what was recorded. What was recorded was a message of hope, not harm. What was leaked was not a scandalous confession, not a classified banking instruction. It wasn't a controversial political stance. Instead, it was a message of encouragement. I jubilated when I got that. It was a voice that had been absent for long, which now finally returned to calm a restless hope or restless people. So the content of the recording was in no way dangerous or deceptive. It did not include any confidential instructions that could jeopardize the UAAG project or expose some private strategies. Instead, I see that it confirmed the very thing that the public had been yearning to hear. Wait for me. The broadcast and disbursement is coming. It's as simple as that. So if anything, the recording restored hope to me, clarified some directions, and also gave people a reason to keep holding on. So while we should acknowledge the improper method by which the message reached the masses, we cannot also deny the immeasurable good it did in the hearts of those who heard it. I don't believe that those threats or the causes or whatever was necessary. That is the most troubling part to me of Bishop Angbara's response. That's the most troubling part. In an age where grace and reconciliation should be the heartbeat of the church, calling down something like that on someone, especially in a moment that is tied to good news, it feels disappropriate. It's also disproportionate to the offense. The person who recorded the message may have acted impulsively or even wrongly, but to pronounce all of these things on the guy or on them is to overshadow the joy of the moment with fear and condemnation. So we must ask, would Christ have said this to someone for spreading a message that helped the poor? Should spiritual leaders rather correct with love and educate with wisdom, instead of invoking judgment that may cause more fear than transformation? Surely, there are more restorative ways to handle such matters. I believe that the people needed that voice. Let's not forget where the journey started from. I beg your pardon. The people needed that voice. Yes, they do. They do. They do. They very much do. For months, the masses waited in silence. Many enduring ridicules, debts, hungers, hopelessness perhaps. Some had begun to believe the grant was fake. Others have mentally detached themselves. They no longer check updates. Then suddenly, the voice of the vision bearer echoed through the speakers of the WhatsApp group, the Telegram channels, and Facebook Reels. Wait for me. I believe that moment brought peace to families. It shut the mouths of mockers. It rekindled belief in a better tomorrow. That voice, whether consented or not, healed hearts. Now, should the person who made that healing possible be cursed? Or should they at least be approached with understanding, corrected in love, and reminded of the need for proper spiritual protocol in the future? Meanwhile, Apostle Ken himself has not publicly reacted. Interestingly, the county director himself hasn't expressed outrage over the recording, and there has been no direct rebuke, no public anger, no spiritual condemnation from him regarding the individual who shared the audio. This silence might be interpreted as maturity and focus, an understanding that there are bigger issues at hand, and such as completing the mission, such as guiding the people, such as preparing the official broadcast and disbursement. He's more focused on that than this outburst. Beg your pardon. So his silence may also suggest tolerance, perhaps even approval, knowing that the message did not cause confusion, but it rather brought some comfort to the people. So if the man at the center of the message is not quick to react, why should others do? We should balance order with mercy. Spiritual leadership requires structure, yes, but it also demands grace. The lesson that is learned from this incident is not to encourage people to disobey protocols or secretly record their pastors. Rather, it is to promote a balance between order and impact, protocol and purpose. If anything at all, this moment calls for 1. Teaching congregants the value of spiritual order. Teaching the masses or the ecosystem the value of spiritual order. Also training group leaders and members on consent and confidentialities. Then it also emphasizes on love and correction over causes or threats and fear. Finally, let good news speak louder. Because as of now, what stands tall above all else is the good news itself. Apostle Ken is back, and the disbursement is real. The broadcast is coming. Let this be the focus of our hearts. Let the message, not the method, take the center stage. Let us celebrate the voice, not crucify the vessel. And may Bishop Angbara, in his wisdom, also come to recognize that while spiritual discipline is necessary, the greatest fruit of leadership is mercy, especially in times of joy. After all, we are in a season of fulfillment. So let nothing, not even a curse or threat or fear, distract us from the breakthrough that we have waited for so long to see.